Hey Race, how the new Corvette Stingray could morph into a fire-breathing monster. Nearly 7 decades after its debut, the Corvette is getting a dramatic makeover. The 8th generation of the quintessentially American sports car, referred to by enthusiasts as the C8, will be revealed Thursday night as such as Mark Hamill's Corvette. And at a starting price of less than $56,000, it's much more accessible than many of its exotic European competitors. Known for its affordability as well as its lightweight, high-powered, low-slung design, the Vette is ranked as the most collectible car of all time, according to classic car insurer and valuation firm Hagerty. The bigger than Black Friday 4 days a week. The Vette, a Chevrolet model assembled in Bowling Green, Kentucky, is getting one of its biggest changes, yet the engine is shifting from underneath the hood to the middle of the car, making it a mid. That change is aimed at making the vehicle even faster and better able to navigate sharp turns. It's the vehicle's first total overhaul since GM resurrected the Stingray moniker for the 7th generation that debuted as a 2014 model. To keep the flame alive, hey Race, what GM needs to do with the 2020 Corvette Stingray. A Vette isn't a Vette without some serious zip, so expect the engine growl on the C8 to wake up your neighbors. Carl Brauer, the executive publisher of car information sites Kelley Blue Book and Auto Trader, predicted a range of 460 to 500 horsepower for the base model of the 2020 car. How powerful is the 2020 Corvette? But expect eye-popping numbers for the loaded editions, including a possible ZR1 supercar. That GM had to delay the new Corvette because it was so powerful that its frame was warp and gain track tests. Industry observer, the extra powerful edition is sounding like an unbelievable. The shift to a mid-engine setup carries risks, considering that even the slightest changes for a vehicle with a rabid following can stir up angst. When engineers to be sure, many Vette enthusiasts have been clamoring for such a mid-engine version for years. Even the GM and many fans are putting their trust in GM to get it right. One widely rumored change that might not sit well with fans, the elimination of the manual transmission. Brauer said the stick shift is likely to go away for the Corvette, though he doubts it'll lead to many lost sales. After all, the Corvette's appeal has long been predicated on price. You don't have to be a fave. Its starting price of $55,900 in 2019 is more than most of us can afford, to be sure, but it's still far below 6-digit competitors like Aston Martin and Ferrari. Yet GM is widely expected to increase the price for the 2020 edition. How much is too much? Brauer said it's possible GM will go upscale with the new Vette under the assumption that the loyal fan base will stick around and that it should potentially prioritize lower volume, higher profit cars. Hey Race, where GM has a big challenge with a vehicle that debuted in 1953 at Corvettes. Most loyal fans are typically baby boomers or older members of Generation X, according to Hagerty. What can GM do to appeal to a younger crowd to ensure the Vette's longevity continues? That's hard to say, though one step could be to offer a powertrain that incorporates batteries and electric motors. Brauer said a plug-in hybrid electric version of the Corvette is a possibility. The 2020 Corvette needs to appeal to young buyers, but it also needs to capitalize on the qualities that have gotten it this far. Lessons can be learned with the 1967 Corvette L88 Coupe, which set the record for most expensive Vette ever when it was sold in 2014 by auction house Barrett-Jackson for $3.88 million. That car's powerful, exclusive engine put in the rarefied company of the era's elite race-worthy beasts. GM could also take cues from the second-generation Corvette from the mid-1960s, when the car was truly in its heyday. The average but don't repeat the mistakes of the ho-hum fourth-generation Corvette. It's the cheapest app. Follow USA Today reporter Nathan Bomei on Twitter @ This article originally appeared on USA Today.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.